Luke Shaman TV here after a 3-0 win against Eastleigh here with Chris Millington. So, what are your thoughts on the game?
I thought controlled performance, really professional. I thought the lads were fantastic from the word go. Very difficult opponent, first of all, but also the challenge around the circumstances, having played Oldham at Chesterfield in very different conditions just 40 hours ago. For the lads to then rock up here and put in a performance at that level, phenomenal, really outstanding. We hear a lot of talk in this league from managers maybe about how heroic performances and what have you, and I'm not sure it's heroic, but what it is extremely professional, extremely committed. The way they've gone about the last week has been phenomenal, so any praise they get is fully deserved.
As you say, it's been a pretty hectic week, 4 games in the last 8 days, and certainly saved the best result and performance till last.
Yeah, and we've built, haven't we? The worry for some might be that we would have tailed off as the week went on, but actually we've got stronger, and I think you saw that against Oldham on Thursday night. They will have expected us to tail off towards the end, but at the end of that game was when we were creating the majority of our chances, and that's when we should really have won it. Hit them on the counter-attack time and time again. So, and the same today, we come here, we should be leggy, we should be struggling to get about the pitch, but this is a credit to the whole group, staff and players, in the way this challenging week has been managed and dealt with. We've had the obvious adversity of playing home games at various places. Then you finish in Chesterfield on Thursday night, and you've got to get all the way to Eastleigh on Friday and play early on Saturday. There's loads of it, but we're familiar with it. We're used to it. We're used to not having it our own way. We're used to having it difficult, and as a result of that, we present a significant threat to whoever comes up next.
She's made a couple of changes to the team. One of those changes, Aidan George, able to get his second goal in 3 days.
Yeah, brilliant, and that's what he is. He's a goal scorer. He's a threat in and around the box. He's a strong boy. He's quick. He's got all the tools, and what we're trying to do is give him the platform to learn how to use those tools on a consistent basis, because he will terrorise oppositions when he does so. But it isn't just about him, it's about the group today. They've been phenomenal, and a special mention really for the back four, because they just do 90 minutes after 90 minutes after 90 minutes and look to me like the best back four in the league. They're phenomenal. And to do it so consistently with 4 games in a week, just outstanding. But then we've got everyone else, and this is another thing that oppositions who come up against us should be wary about. We've had every player contribute over the last 4 games. Every fit player has contributed to the performances and the results, and arguably Ebbsfleet game we should have won. The performance definitely warranted that. I believe the performance against Oldham warranted a victory. But everybody's played the part in those performances, so we go into the next game and hopefully the next run of games in incredibly strong position now.
Certainly from taking the lead, felt like a fairly comfortable game. Almost felt a little bit too easy at times, and it was Jamie Cook that doubled the advantage in the second half.
Yeah, great finish from Cookie, and Cookie does so much work for the group, so much work for the team, and he's such a good lad, such a good young pro, that you want him to have those successes and have them moments where he gets the praise and gets a bit of credit, and he's earned that today. And then such a good finish from Max Wright. I'm sure you'll want to come on to that as well. Max again is another player who never fails to give 100%, and he's right up there with the best right backs in the division and arguably the division above. So really pleased for them to get a little bit of credit today as well.
Yeah, you obviously mentioned Max Wright's absolute wonder strike there, and he's certainly found form at the back end of this season.
He has. He's done fantastically well, Max, and it was always going to be a season that we were going to be building him up. The intention was to build him up physically, to be able to consistently play game after game after game at this level with the intensity, because he's had his injury issues in his early part of his professional career, and I think we've achieved that alongside Max. Great body of work from Aaron Cosgrave, but Max is now a robust National League winger, and I believe he can play higher.
Of course, it was also good to see Festus Arthur make his return in a town shirt, almost exactly a year on from a pretty serious injury.
Yeah, nice, wasn't it? It was great to be able to make that change, because it was made for the good of the team. We needed to protect Ty. He's one of those players who's rolled out a lot of minutes in the last week or so, and was just starting to look a little bit tired. Mad that, innit? That he was only looking a little bit tired after all the minutes he's played. So it gave us the chance to get Fez on and move Scenes out to right back. And it's almost 12 months to the day, and it was the Eastleigh fixture at home last game of last season when he had that nasty injury. So a lovely little bit of synergy there that gives him a little platform, and just remind the fans what a good player we've got in Festus Arthur.
You mentioned the fans there, great voice this afternoon, just over 120 of them.
Unbelievable, yeah. I mean, listen, how hard is it to get down here at best of times, but you know, for an early kick-off, the commitment they've shown the last few games actually, because again, you know, we talk about our adversity and the challenges we've faced in having to play at different venues. It's no easy feat for them to be travelling all over the north of England for our home games, and then all the way down here for an early kick-off on a Saturday. So the commitment first of all is fantastic, and then the backing they've shown the lads from the word go, both Thursday night and today, has been brilliant, and hopefully they can bring that for us in the next game and cheer us on to something special.
So that wraps up the league season, but it's not over us now. I believe, if I'm right in saying, it's going to be Altrincham on Wednesday night in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, an old foe. I think over the last 2 seasons we've played them 6 times. Each team's won a penalty shootout in the trophy. There's been a 2-1 win each, and there's been a couple of draws. So very, very little between the 2 teams. So it'll be an exciting encounter. We're up for it. You know, we feel that this team and this group has got a steeliness, a single-mindedness, and energy that ain't matched by many teams. We've got a real lovely balance to us in the way that we're a very effective defensive unit, but also we've got goals in us. So, you know, we go into it incredibly confident, and anybody who beats us now is going to have to really perform. They're going to have to do something really special to get a victory against us, because we're showing what a good team we are, and every member of the squad is able to contribute to what we're doing.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lee.